was going to win that one no matter what.
That was pretty impressive. That was great. I was fucking
I
quick.
can still hear it.
Hear what?
You've
got it playing on YouTube, haven't you?
Hey!
Have you got it playing on YouTube, Richard?
Hello, everybody. This is We Are Live. We do know we're live. For anybody who's unsure of our general practice about these things.
Yeah, the most professional vape show in the UK.
Just Richard threw us.
Oh,
it was Richard's face was like this. Just it threw us.
Right, Richard, as the world can hear you, do your shit.
No, he's not having it.
He's
still clicking away. We can hear him.
There you
go.
Have you found us, Richard? Have you found us?
No, it's all gone terribly wrong.
Well, we can hear you. We can hear you, though. We can hear you perfectly.
I've got it. Okay, cool.
Go.
Start this again? Yeah.
No, that was
pretend none of that happens. Go, Richard. Do your thing.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 89 of the Ideal Home Show. I am Vaping Vic, V1CK, and with me I have John from JustAdNick.co.uk, Craig from Derby, and standing in for the beautiful Rick Groves is the illustrious Mark Todd.
Flange.
Yes.
Scotch. On tonight's show, we will be talking about what we're vaping on right now. I don't know why we do that, but we do. And we will be talking about things that should never have happened in vaping, a popular thread from the group this week. And we'll also be asking Mark questions from everywhere, from chat, from Facebook, everything. Randomly throwing in rude questions. We're going to ask Mark anything.
And talking about squonking.
We're going to be talking. There's some stuff. There is a bit of stuff, just so that we can follow through with our guarantee.
Is stuff the code word for squonking? Then is that what it's becoming?
And we are going to be talking about squonking. I guarantee squonking as well. No, I
never guarantee squonking.
I am squonking tonight.
Oh God.
I would just like to point out to Billy King that asking Todd questions does not mean messaging me on Facebook, you fanny.
Oh, what goes around comes around.
So let's get going, John. How has your week been? What are you drinking? What did you have for lunch?
Mm-hmm.
And what was the first film you saw at the cinema?
That's pretty good. Okay, what am I drinking first? I'm drinking Adnams Ease Up IPA. That's very good. It's cheeky beer. And I've got a Ghost Ship and another Ease Up. What did I have for lunch? I'm on a bit of a hummus thing this week.
Oh, nice.
I'm sort of shit bored of it now. The week with a sun-dried tomato.
Just chickpea, isn't it?
Basil hummus. And then I went on to peri peri hummus. And I sort of fucking hummused out. Don't want to do no more hummus.
Oh, hummused out.
I'm a bit like that with Munch Bunch.
Think of an onion one. What's the next thing? What am I vaping on? I'll do the film first. I used to go to cinema club when I was a kid.
Cinema club?
Yeah, well, my mum, she used to take us to the cinema club. So me and my brother. So there's a cinema in the centre of Milton Keynes called The Point, which was quite sort of famous in the 80s. It's a pyramid with red neon strips outside it. And they had 10 until 12. There was a morning cinema club. If you had a cinema club ticket, and basically it was my mum going, I'm going to drop you off, and then I'm going to be back in an hour and a half after I've done the shopping. Big sort of lock this up, but you got a cup of popcorn with butter on it and a drink. This is a dead end, isn't it? Cinema, what did I go to? Fucking idiot.
That was just like this thought process, just verbalized.
Yeah. I honestly, fuck. Oh, I know what it probably was, actually. Yeah, I think I probably got it. I think it was probably my brother's 5th or 6th birthday, so I was like 3 or 4, and we went to go and see 101 Dalmatians.
Yay.
Mm.
Can everybody else answer
my
this?
mum's. I was just going to say, I only remember because...
Should we just do that now?
Yeah, do it now. Go for it. Richard, you first.
I genuinely don't remember.
Well, shit.
The second I asked, I realised I don't remember that. I remember watching Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, and that was but that was the first sort of like adult, not adult, but actual mature film I saw as a. I think it was like a 12. Was it a 12? I know.
Yeah.
I was only about I was about 10. So that that was the only reason for that memory. I genuinely can't remember.
Fuck. What was it? Gone with the Wind. Premiere.
My very, very first job when I was a kid was actually working in the local picture house in Oban. So when I started working at the pictures, the thing was I worked in the sweetie shop, and it was open for the first half hour of the film, then it closed down, and then I got to go and watch the film. So the very first film I ever saw at the pictures was Porky's.
Wow, amazing. That is brilliant.
Wow. I was going to joke Deep Throat then for a minute, but it
gets to that. The thing was back in those days at your local picture house during the winter, that's when they showed the XXX films.
Oh,
so,
kid.
And I was 14, 15 at the time. It was awesome.
That was Porky's, wasn't it? Was Tripper? I mean, it wouldn't even register as sort of risque these days.
No. That was just what happened to be on that night. But during the winter, when they would have XXX and whatnot. So yeah, it was Porky's and Gregory's Girl. They were the first 2 films.
Oh, what a great film!
That is pretty.
Oh, Claire Grogan is just. Oh God, Claire Grogan just wins for me.
Oh, she's aged well. I think she's aged well.
Yeah.
Just because you're older.
Yeah.
Great. What's your movie? What was your movie?
Mine was Clash of the Titans, I think it was.
Oh, that's all right.
It was Clash of the Titans. Was that the one with the skeleton? What was the one with the skeletons that raised up out of the ground? Because it was the special effects team.
There was Jason and the Argonauts as well, wasn't there?
Yeah, it was something.
What do you mean?
Clash of the Titans is American football, isn't it?
But you're right. The skeletons were in Clash of the Titans as well.
Yeah, because that was like what was his name again? Now the guy who did the special effects. He was just genius.
Harryhausen.
Yeah, Harryhausen, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Harryhausen or something. Yeah, or something. Yeah, brilliant.
Sorry, Craig, we've got to remember that the average age of people watching this won't have a...
Yeah, that was epic.
Did they ever get in the light? I've always wondered, do you know when they were winding the projector, did it ever annoy you? Or did you just get used to it afterwards?
I get used to it after a while.
And when the guy came up with the organ, with the Wurlitzer, and then you stood up for the national anthem at the end.
That was straight. See, when we were in Portugal, it was a crap day. So we went to the pictures, I think, to see The Mummy, and we were halfway through the film, and it stopped. And I've not seen that at the pictures since I was a kid. An intermission at the pictures.
So I nearly made a really disgusting joke.
That's why it stopped, so you could have a break.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. They used to do. They did that in that first one I watched as well. They had an intermission, and the popcorn lady used to come in and everything else, and the ice creams and everything.
Yeah.
Did you throw a gobstopper at John Wayne, Craig?
Oh dear, I'm not answering.
Right, what am I vaping on?
And anyway,
yeah. So I'm going to end it with. That was good.
Oh, right. Just in chat, just quickly, somebody in chat said Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Fucking hell, what a great film to start on.
Yeah, it's a brilliant film to start.
But that means you didn't go to cinema till you were like...
Oh, Volker's pretty good. The Love Bug, Herbie, isn't it? Love Bug.
Surely most people's are Disney.
Yeah. Oh, Dark Crystal. Dark Crystal was awesome.
Yeah.
I think nobody else. This is quite cool. Right. What am I vaping on? First of all, I'm vaping on Mojito. No, Cactus Punch Mojito. In the what is it? Serpent Alto. There you go. I was going to have to look at the bottom of it. In the Smoked Night V2.
Smowant.
I think that looks quite funky. Smowant. Well, I don't care. That. I think this has been my all day kind of. Do you know what? I dropped it like this on a concrete floor. Nothing. Didn't do shit. Didn't do shit.
It's a ringing endorsement.
Yep. Protected the tank, obviously.
Side by side.
It's really cracking that. Yeah, Mojito's, that's the one of the ones that's getting released at Vape Fest. I like that. That was quite good, actually. I picked up my mod and there was just one P stuck to it. That's the other thing, good thing about billet box. You can't lose your change because it's stick different. I have got Abolish Mint in the billet box, and I had my best message a little while ago saying this liquid is fantastic, and then she said, "Oh, it feels like I'm being too nice to you. Have a good evening, twat." That's what she said.
Balanced it out.
So Exocet, billet box, abolishment. I've got the DNA 75C, little concept mod with on top is a little reference mod. Sorry, reference mod. Sorry. I don't know what it is. I kept fuck. Thank you, reference fuck you. Mod. Put a little 0.6 stainless build in this yesterday to go down the pub with. And and what's it got in it? Oh, it's got a lemon and lime ice cream from the ice cream man. I made a little sample. Put on tight.
Nice.
It's quite good. Does anybody make drippers better?
Then what?
The Norbert.
No.
Yes.
No. Well, no. I mean, Nareg does actually, but I mean, the Norder's fucking brilliant, really. But for a run of atomizers that are brilliant, then I think Norbert's.
The Origin, the Origin Tiny looks like nothing, and it fucking works. It's great.
Go on, Mark. Mark was going to say somebody then. Who are you going to say?
Me?
No,
nothing. No. I'm watching my vlog on TV here. Sorry. You carry on.
Have you uploaded it yet? Have you uploaded it?
Yeah.
It went live earlier on.
An hour ago.
Yeah.
Oh, did it?
No, it didn't. No. Unlike some people, I uploaded my video long before the show started. Richard.
Yes, upload. That's true.
Yours was after mine.
No, it was earlier than yours. Sure, it was. So if the viewing count's down, it's because everybody's watching Richard's latest video. That's what the problem
is. The viewing count will only be down for 4 minutes if that's the case.
Back to the hand checks. Last thing. But no. You can all it's the Dacus, on top of which is the Vapor Flask Nano. I don't even see it. It's so small.
It is small.
With
that's not a Nano.
Hey, really he's got it down. Right, I think we're going to pick on Mark next time. Mark.
Rick's in chat.
How has your day been? Rick's in chat. It's good, except Rick. John's too quiet. I'm going to move my mic then. Hopefully that's better. Mark, how has your day been? What did you have for lunch? What is your favourite selection box of chocolates? Like, you know, kind of like milk tray, blah, 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 like ones with a choice. And what you
You do realize I can only remember 2 things. So
okay, so it is. What did you have for lunch?
For lunch,
sorry, how's your day been? That was first.
Oh, day was awesome. I went up to town, which is Dunfermline in Fife. I got a haircut, and I went into where I used to work, the Vapor Lounge, to see a guy I used to work beside. Had a chit chat, listened to customers coming in, and laughed because I don't have to deal with that anymore. No, I do. I miss the banter. The banter in the vape shop is fantastic. I really do miss that. And then I came home and I opened up lots of parcels and ate caviar and drove around in my Ferrari. That was pretty much it.
Pretty good. Sorry, and what did you have for lunch?
For lunch, I can't actually remember now. Sorry. I just had a ham toasty. That's all I had for my lunch. Sorry.
Sans cheese or with cheese?
I'm not allowed cheese anymore.
You just had ham in a toasty?
Yeah, just ham. Yeah.
You had warm ham in 2 bits of bread. That's rank.
Yeah. We're introducing you to these things called beans.
No, I can't.
Oh, beans, good.
Can't do beans. That's actually because we're on this kind of health kick, and you're talking about humus. I actually made humus for the first time ever this week, and now I love humus. Humus, and I never actually never knew that it was made from chickpeas.
Yeah.
So I had to.
The thing that, because I've tried to, I was going to make it before, but you have to put what's the ingredient that goes into tea? I can't think what it's called. Tzatziki? Is that it?
I don't know, just put yogurt, chickpeas, lemon juice, and some spices. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. What you made is not hummus. What was your favourite chocolate selection, Bob? You know.
Anything with chocolate in it. Hey, listen, you don't get to this size with being fussy about a specific brand.
You don't say, no, not that selection box. Yeah.
They're saying tahini in chat.
Tahini, that is the answer. Yeah, tahini. So without that, you made
I've seen that I was a fat child, but I did buy my mum a selection box for Christmas one year when I was very young, and I did eat everything bar one chocolate inside it. And I wrapped it up in, yeah.
You wrapped it up?
Yeah.
You wrapped it with one chocolate in it?
Only one chocolate.
Do you know what? Now you've said that, I'll admit something that I did on Christmas Day. My stepmother and my father would also, it was an annual thing to have a spectacular argument on Christmas morning, and they had a spectacular argument this Christmas morning, and my dad decided had enough, and me and my brother got in the car and we drove off. But I wasn't stupid, so I picked up the present that I bought my stepmom, which was a pack of chocolate covered fruits or something. It was like raisins and some raspberry compote, something like that. And I, out of pure malice, because they'd had an argument and we were leaving, that I sat in the back of the car and ate it with my fingers and ate all the chocolate things as well. And then, of course, they made up like an hour later with to drive home. It was jam-covered child who was full of chocolate. It's fucking gone. Anyway, sorry. What are you vaping on? Welcome to my spectacular childhood.
Sorry, did you want?
Follow that. What did you vaping on?
Follow that. I can top that, no problem at all, because I have one of these. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, it's changed colour. No, yes, it has. Oh, cool. What I'm vaping on, this is the thing. This is the, and it's a thing. Yeah, this is a. That's the, what is it? The Allstar 7 from Stentorian. That's meant to look like a water-cooled PC.
Oh
so you've got all those chippy type things in the back, and you've got this going on. And
I did like the fact that you had to point out that it wasn't really water-cooled.
Richard's got his head down building stuff again. He did this the other week, and he spent an hour and 45 minutes staring at a Mac button going, it won't work.
Sorry, what were you talking about?
He needed help there. Mark needed help. The Allstar 7, is it?
I don't know what you on about.
This is really cool, doing a vape show with 3 people that really just couldn't give a fuck.
I genuinely don't know what you're on about.
Hey, John's away now. Look, he's fucking
sorry.
well.
I'll tell you. Shall I tell you what I was distracted by? Because I wasn't building.
Go on then.
Sarah just put her phone. She tapped on the door, put her phone through the gap in the door, and it was a picture of Rowan Atkinson, R.I.P.
No.
Not really.
And she left it at that, and I was a bit taken aback. I think it's bollocks.
That hoax has done the rounds before, though. That's
I'm looking at the BBC now. It looks like no.
Yeah, it's not trending on Twitter, so it's bollocks.
Yeah, it's bollocks.
So that was a complete. That's not fair. She's in big.
I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Do you have the rule with the 2 of you? There's a rule in our house. You're not allowed to wake the other one up unless it's snowing or a celebrity you care about is dead.
Yeah. Kind of. We do basically have that rule.
That's what we do. Like, I woke me up at like 1 a.m. once and went, Michael Jackson's dead. And then another time I've got, it's snowing. You're allowed to do.
She's just texted me saying it's bollocks.
Good.
So that was, sorry about that.
Go on, Mark. What are you vaping on?
No, I don't care anymore.
I'm so sorry, but it's sort of not my fault in a way.
I'm watching Plumes now. Sod you.
I don't blame you, to be honest.
To be honest, they need the figures.
Oh,
dagger.
Right, for anybody that's actually interested, that's the Allstar 7. Now, there was a lot of hype and a lot of sales pish and patter about this thing. At the end of the day, it just puts out 4.2 volts and that's it. It doesn't do anything else apart from light up. And
is there a reason it's so fucking big? I mean, has it got like a massive battery in it?
3,500 milliamp hour LiPo.
But it only does
small.
In those pipes.
4.2.
Right. This is a really serious question. In those pipes, is there any water?
No.
So there's no water inside the mod in any capacity?
No.
Okay. Because I got all the emails and stuff, and they were like, "What a cool thing!" And I get that in a box that size, the water's not flowing, but I just wondered if there was any water tubes.
To be fair, if Mark sends it to somebody, it'll be full of fucking Grant's vanilla custard.
My email to them was, it arrived. Can I please get the technical specification, but without all the sales pish? And then they came back, and when you read the sales, the proper technical spec, there's all the things that you're seeing on the advertising are just crap. But it's actually, it's not bad. It's not shit. Put it like that. It's not shit. But on that is the Kylan. Is that how you pronounce it? I have no idea. The original one, which I really enjoy vaping with, and that's got some e-liquid in it. I have no idea what it is. And I'm also vaping with that, which is the Gloom, and that's the Flavor by Alliance Tech.
What are you getting on with it?
I've got that, and I've got the RDTA version as well.
Nice.
And it's like, take the current crop of RTAs, RDAs, Narda, all these things, and then just throw them all together in a pot, and that's kind of what you've got. I don't know if you'll be able.
But that's either great or shit. Is that a good thing?
That you see that? I don't know if.
I do remember seeing. I remember hearing about the deck's quite interesting. Quite like it.
Yeah, we did it.
It's actually very, very good. It's got more air goes through it than or you can open it up more than the paddly and stuff like that. But you can close it down, and the flavour is actually quite impressive on it. And I've got goose juice in that, and everything else I'm vaping on it's just actually, I'll show this because somebody asked in chat. But that as well, the lowrider from Melody Box.
That's very different to what they've done before.
It is, isn't it?
It's very, very different. So it's stick your atty on top, and you have to push your atty down because there's an atomizer bottle in here.
What do you mean by that? Like a perfume bottle?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, that's what posh people call it, an atomizer bottle. Or maybe that's just in Fife.
Does it work?
It does actually. It takes about 4 squonks, and it just fills your atty up with juice.
Oh, sorry, I get it now. You push the atomizer down to activate it. I thought you meant you just push it down when you put it on. Then.
It's like the Tech Division thing, isn't it? A bit like the Tech Division, that squonking thing that you could stick under your.
It's kind of it's almost retro-esque now, isn't it? That slidey door.
What about Atmon Mihani? They used to do one, didn't they?
3D dripper at Monmouthcanny.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're using it works. It's like remember the squonker that Kanger put out that was shit.
Yeah.
The one with all the pipes and all that on it. Well, it's the same principle as that basically, except it works. Yeah. So been playing with that and lots of other stuff, and I won't bore you with. You can. There'll be reviews to come, and that's it. That's all I've got. And I'm sure at this point somebody will come and save me. Save me.
You have to pass it on.
You have to pass it on. You have to pass it on. Pick Richard or Craig, and then ask them some stupid questions.
Okay.
Oh.
Half.
It's half past. Oh, it's actually 21, 29 actually, but.
Oh. Nobody knows. Nobody knows.
It's not time. They're being coy because it's not technically time.
Is it not?
But we are prepared.
Here we go. Dale Walker. Boomtown.
Dale's gone with Boomtown Rats. Yeah, I don't like Mondays. That's not really. I mean, it's vinyl if you bought a 33. But.
Well, if somebody got it right, they'll be getting a Sigelli T200 and a Serpent SMM.
Right,
so what was the question again, Mark? What was the question again?
What was the first album that I bought? Now, it's been behind me, and I've mentioned it in vlogs, and nobody listens anyway, so nobody will probably get it. But you never know. Somebody might.
Right.
What was your first album, Craig?
Pink Floyd Relics.
Ooh, posh, man.
And then the second one was actually, it was called The Hitmakers, and it had got Rainbow Since You've Been Gone on it, and
that's a cracking track.
Oh, it was really, really good. There was Peter Gabriel, Games Without Frontiers. That was the one, the big standout track on it, I can remember.
That was an awesome. Somebody's actually just got it. Andy Fairchild.
Andy Fairchild.
What 100.
Yeah, Haircut 100. That was my very well. Actually, that was the first vinyl LP that I bought. The first one that I actually got was a present from my folks, and it was The Kids from Fame.
Oh.
So, Andy, is Andy on Facebook and all the rest of it? I don't know if he's in the group.
I think he is. I think
Andy, drop us a PM or whatnot on Facebook, or send me an email, and I'll post these out to you, mate. Smashing. Well
awesome.
Done.
Yay.
Nice one. It's cool.
Look at that.
What was your first one, John?
My first ever album was actually, I remember that it was 2 I bought. Oh, are we talking about? Yeah, we were talking about vinyl, so it doesn't count. It was just an album. It was my first ever album. It was on a cassette.
No. Don't try and wheedle your way out of it.
It was 2. It was 2 for Woolworths. It was Jason Donovan's first album, and the second album I bought at the same time was, and I've looked this up as well, that they did exist. It was a group called the London Knights with a K. The London Knights. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they were my first 2 albums.
Jason Donovan's turned out to be quite cool though. In
doing coke.
yeah, he partied hard.
Really coke, and loves a prawn ring as well. Jimmy Kerry.
Oh yeah, he's Iceland, isn't he?
Iceland. That's why Mum's gone to Iceland. Donovan's
he does a kids show called Bodge as well.
Does he really?
Anyway,
look at that. It's 1, 2, 3 lines. Oh, now there's 2. Richard, what was your first album?
My first album was, to be fair, a cassette tape. I must admit, not a vinyl. It was Children of the Light, Jackson 5. My second album was better. It was Spice, the Spice Girls debut album, which is.
See, that's as bad. That's as bad. God. I think there's lies in chat. People trying to be cool. G&B. I made it. I bet it fucking wasn't. I bet it was Kylie Minogue's sister album, Jason Donovan's debut.
My parents got me the Star Wars and Close Encounters soundtrack. There was Star Wars on one side and Close Encounters on the other. I can remember that. That was quite good.
Wow, I never knew there was such a thing.
Yeah. It's quite good.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
That's a proper answer. John Muller's gone with Peter and the Wolf. I remember that. I remember hearing it at school.
Anyway, what am I vaping on? This week, I have mostly been vaping on.
I've got to ask you a question.
Oh, go on then.
Go.
Craig, how was your day?
Yes.
How was your day? Show me the last photo you sent on your phone. And what
that is good. That is good.
Oh, God. Last photo I sent on my phone.
It'd be that one that you sent me where you drew a pair of glasses on it.
You're not the only one, John. What's the last photo I sent on my phone? Actually, the last photo I sent on my phone was no, not now. I don't need my iCloud library. The last photo I sent on my phone was I was counting up all my pennies. I did all my change at the weekend, and somebody said that they were making a penny table, and so I said,
oh, it was Bubbles. Bubbles making.
It was Bubbles, yeah, exactly, yeah, and he's a southerner. So
no, he's Greek.
Yeah, how southern do you want? So I sent a picture of my penny collection. So I sent a penny collection picture to him. So I've got a big box of pennies behind. There's so many that I can't carry it down to the bank. I've got to go take 2 trips to get it down. So I'll just keep throwing them in there for the past 15 years.
Oldest man and northern things I've ever heard in my life. I'm counting pennies in a weekend, but it's too heavy to carry. I'll have to put it on delivery bike.
I told John I paid for half of my Vape Fest hotel with 20p pieces.
Love it. We do this thing. Me and my wife count pennies, and anything below a 50p goes in this pot, and then we take it down to the supermarket and pour it in the change machine, and then whatever comes out of that is the. But that's our booze money for the airport. We got like 70 quid in there, and you can just go, love a lot. Because I hate flying, so I'm always a bit pissed up. I'm white, Mr. T. I get it up there, blade. I'm so pissed. Sorry,
anyway, yeah. So what was that? How's my day been? It was all right. I'm on holiday next week, so which is really cool. So I'm not doing anything. I'll just remind you, I'm going to be on Plumes on Monday night.
Oh, cool.
So I will be on the Plumes of Hazard on Monday night. So they need the love now that we've overtaken them. So, Master's going to fucking kill me. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that and seeing Fu and maybe Sean might pop past if he hasn't left. And Angsty especially, because I love Angsty. Yeah, so doing that. And what am I vaping on? I am vaping on the Therion, the DNA 75 one. Is it 75 or the 225? I think it's the 225 actually. And I've got the Origin on top with the Christmas bell cap. And in that, I've got Planet Cracker from DB Liquids, available at Just Ed Nick. Then I've got, and this has been a bit of something that I played around with and I couldn't quite get right. And then I had another build and let it sit and then came back to it. And it was brilliant, which was the Allstar RDTA. Which is looking very dirty right now because I've hammered the living shit out of it. So, but yeah, I'm really liking that. So, and I've got that on the Dacus. On the Dacus, and in that I have got Joe's Juice lemon curd custard.
Oh, is it good?
It's pretty good, actually. Yeah, it's pretty good. I think it's kind of like I think it's as good as it's as good as a kind of a lemon as the dinner lady stuff. So it's got this kind of bite to it.
I think the dinner ladies are okay. But I think they're easily beatable.
Yes, and I think they're too expensive for an ADV.
Oh yeah, fuck that.
Yeah.
Craig,
So
that arrived. It's not a Chris Munn one. It's a Vic set.
oh, those are the bloody expensive ones, aren't they?
I don't pay for it. I don't know how much it is.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But really nice.
Yes, the thing is, Mark, we're more of a mid-range kind of vaping show.
Yeah.
Mid-level.
Yeah,
mid-level. That's the word I was after.
Yeah, I think you've got to be above 25,000 to be mid-range. I really think below that you're kind of.
I thought it was 30, not 30,000, but 30 to 50,000.
Yeah. I thought that as well. I thought once you got to 30, well, to be fair, as long as you can get a super chat, you seem to do all right.
Right, let's quickly dig out.
Run away. Yeah, so I've been vaping on the Therion, on mics. I've been using the hydrogen all week as usual again, with fluff, DB Liquids fluff in an Origin, because that's just my go-to all the time. And then I've been vaping on the Goon 1.5 on the big dog mods. Huge dog mods.
Do you know if Elemental are going to have anything new for Vape Fest?
They're at Vape Fest, and they've got some. They're selling mods, as far as I know.
Yeah,
UK Vape Fest are in the in chat actually. So
yeah, but I think he's doing some squonkers.
Yeah,
he's working on those, and I think he's doing a small run of hydrogens because I've put my name down for one and spotted.
Yeah, I think he's got some billet doors as well. I think too.
Yeah. Yeah, he'll be there. I'm guessing Roscoe will be there as well. So that'll be it. Just Paula will be nearby in a puddle. So kind of.
Right. I'd fuck Roscoe just for the voice. Damn it! If he narrates it.
Oh God, it'd be so cool having him as like doing your answer machine messages. It'd be great. Yeah.
Sorry, so, next.
Yeah, in that I'm vaping in a jam on from. Clubs Vazza Deadline, yeah, and Just Had Nick. So I'm vaping on that. So yeah, that's pretty much all I'm vaping on. So Richard,
hello. We're at 40 minutes.
40 minutes in, and then we just fuck the news.
Totally my fault, I think.
How's your week been? What did you have for dinner? What are you vaping on? And when was the last time that you used a landline telephone in your house?
I sometimes use the landline to find my mobile. Does anyone else do that?
Yep.
Just yeah, it's in a really
I
weird
don't do
place.
that. I do this. Love, ring my mobile. I don't know what the fuck it is.
Yeah, we keep our
landline
landline unplugged. It's next to the telly unplugged.
I keep my landline
because Molly just rings the police.
I keep my landline in the bin. I go through the phone in the bin because everybody just kept ringing and telling me I've been in an accident, which is likely, but
yeah. So that's the only time.
What did you have for dinner then?
Okay, lunch. I had sausage and egg tea cake.
You mean a bap?
Yeah, sausage and egg butty.
I mean a roll for lunch.
Cob.
Whatevs.
Cake.
You're a cob.
Yeah. that was nice. That was different. That was nice. For tea, I've had dinner. I had a couple of slices of Molly's pizza, which is quite nice.
That's right. Deprive the kids.
No, she'd done. I double check. I asked her twice.
Got a big 12-inch pizza. You're not going to eat it all.
I have to pause the telly to get a straight answer. Have you definitely finished?
Yeah, because there'll be a scream if you haven't.
Yeah, it's murder. That's what I've had to eat. My week has been fairly typical. Nothing major. But what I'm vaping on is some nice stuff. Got some nice stuff. I've got the Coral from Lost Vape.
Oh,
Their production version is now ready. So this is up for review.
see, Mark's been distracted now, Luke.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm reading the show notes.
Mark had the pre-production version, I think.
No,
Is
I
that
never had the Coral.
Okay.
You've got one that he hasn't got.
Yeah. Well, I'll send you this next.
No, please don't.
It's the controversial bit, I guess, because it's a DNA 60 tiny little thing. I suppose the controversy is it's an 18500 battery. Literally just pops out as normal 18500, and I suppose for a lot of people that's just not enough. But at 26 watts with the Hurricane Junior, it's lasting two evenings in front of the telly. It's absolutely fine. So
Nice little box, isn't it?
it's tiny little thing. It's it's bizarre looking though, isn't it? Considering all the really pretty things they've done.
I like that.
I don't know.
I don't know about the button configuration, but it looks like it's very Vamo-esque.
I don't know, because they've done some really not like the E Petite DNA 60, was it?
Yeah,
That was really pretty, really pretty. I don't know,
As well.
but I suppose you cover all bases, and it's super functional and really small.
Eat petite. Nobody else just like get an earworm from that.
No, I don't.
Well, look about.
But the battery life is the only thing that I would point at it as a negative, but I have no trouble with the battery life under 30 watts. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to say, because I'm going to look mad if I say the battery life's great in the review. I've also got Galactic. Is that right, Mark?
I kind of skipped seeing it in the review because I didn't pronounce it.
Galactic. I'm going to assume it's meant to be Galactic. From Asmodeus.
Galatech.
Galatech.
Yeah, Galatech.
From Asmodeus on top of a Rix box. In squonking mode. 25mm wide. Is that right, Mark?
Favor.
He's only reviewed it.
There's some really good reviews available on YouTube with all the details.
Out the door. Fuck it.
I don't know many 25mm squonking RDAs, but I think this is one of them.
I've heard he sells the atomizers as scrap metal. He just throws them outside.
Yeah, there's a pile outside
this
shed of used stuff.
Just weigh it and give him the cash.
It's all right. I like it though. I like this. It's got a flaw that you picked up on, Mark, with the way the juice can't run around the RDA.
Yeah. Well, feel free to disagree with me. You don't have
You're supposed to wick it down these where I've left a hole. That's where you're supposed to put your cotton. And I'm experimenting with not doing that, but it's not working because that's redundant space now. The juice, when you squonk it, the juice can't run around, so it makes it. I don't know. It squonks like a 14mm squonker, even though it's 25mm wide. But it's a nice RDA. The flavour's fantastic. Oh, the other thing that's a bit weird with it is these fins don't do anything. So it's very strange looking for no reason.
All right, I thought that was
supposed to be a heat shield.
I thought it was going to be something to do with airflow, but it's just to keep it slightly cooler. But it still gets a bit hot, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's very hot. Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting looking thing. And then lastly, the Next Era, which the review for this is up tomorrow.
Oh, God. I'll be interested to hear your thoughts.
Mod's Next Era. Really, it's like ridiculously tiny on a flask.
It's
but
good in squonking. Have you tried it in squonking?
Yes, yeah. In the review, I start the first half with it squonking, then down low, I turn it into a normal and re-wick it. Because I think there's a few tricks, isn't there, with wicking vertical Genesis type or RDTA type things.
Yeah, there's a couple of things you can help yourself with.
Yeah, so I've thrown a few of those in while re-wicking it. Yeah, but it's what can you say? Vapeware mods, it's so well made, The machining is fantastic. Like the tank is just held on by O-rings, and you have complete confidence that it's never going to leak. It's never going to be a problem. You can just pull it on and off. It's really nice. And then the reason for the design, obviously, is it's only something like that. So the flavour's just tremendous as well. But yeah. Tiny capacity though.
Yeah, I think it's a squonking eye. I do think it's a brilliant squonking eye. I think it'll make.
Yeah. It'd be interesting to see who picks them up when they're easier to get.
Yeah, because they're only pretty limited batches now. I think there's only 165 of them. I think around there now.
In the wild. Yeah, and the next gen, it started like that as well with the next gen, didn't it? But now they're in shops and everywhere, aren't they?
Yeah.
So it'd be interesting to see who gravitates towards it when it comes out there. But I'm really enjoying it. Yes, it's better than the stuff I usually have. So that's me. How are we going to get back on? We're going to do Jimmy's.
Can we just do quickly, because I muffed something up at the start. I just want to go pretend. We're going to do quick. I won't do news, but I'll just do a quick one. I just want to say thank you very much to Andy Dorr, who's really kindly sent me a beer making kit yesterday that arrived in the post as a complete surprise. It's so kind of you to do that. It's really, really nice. Didn't know what it was going to be. Andy just asked my address, and a parcel arrived with a big box, and I opened it up, and inside was a Brewdog beer making kit. Really, my bike's too small to get it home, but I'll go back and get it at the weekend.
Have you had a look in the box?
Yeah, I've had a look in the box.
What's involved then? What do you have to actually do?
It's quite an involved process. Okay. There's a video on how to do it. And there's a demijohn. There's a demijohn in the kit.
But like a mini you. Yeah, it's like a mini John.
I'm just gonna have to put, a demi-John. Yeah, a half John. Nobody wants a half John. Everybody wants the whole John. Right.
God.
Or edited normal.
Normal. We're gonna have to. I just want to put up. I'm gonna put up. This is to Ollie. Pause. Nobody swear. Just for like 15 seconds or something. I just wanted to say this is a little shout out to Ollie Redmond's son Elliot, who's not been very well in the last couple of days, and he wanted us to just do a get well soon Elliot, but obviously can't show it to him if we weren't naughty. So get well soon Elliot. I hope you're feeling better very, very quickly.
Get well soon Elliot.
Get well soon.
Get well soon.
And
get well soon.
Unpause. Cunt, fuck, bollock, shit, fuck, ass, faggot.
Oh
shit, I did it again. Anybody heard the word I said like that? It's not what you think. Fuck it. I apologise for what I probably said. Just do something.
Just to let everybody know, we're not monetized. We're not monetized.
No, we're not monetized. No, you missed the word I said. I'm not bothered about cunt. I said something else than that. Didn't mean to. Sorry about that.
You don't need to monetize with all the kickbacks you guys get anyway.
Fuck, just millions of pounds worth of kickbacks. I've been permitted just because I know we're really pressed for time, so I'm going to skip out all the rest of the news and just do one thing really, really quickly. I'm just going to leak a couple of things about Vape Fest, which I haven't done before, but I'm going to do it now. And that is, there's going to be a stunt motorbike show at Vape Fest this year, which is new to Vape Fest. Right. Provided by Vampire Vapes.
There's a what? There's a what? What?
Is that a wind up?
No, totally true.
What?
I thought it was Jamie and Ollie.
What's happening? There's a motorbike show. Fantastic. I wasn't gonna come, but now.
Oh yeah. Now you're coming. I think Rick's involved in this, but there's going to be some live graffiti done, because I don't know if you know, but Rick's actually a graffiti artist. Well, I would say formally, but no, he still is. He's a graffiti artist. I'm pretty sure he's going to be. I don't know what's the cool word for it. Spraying on the day, and there's a couple of people.
Yeah, it's Stuart Stiles from Whitlicker.
Oh, it's going to be doing it as well. There's going to be some live graffiti being done. That sounds wicked. Keist having an unplugged selection of bands. And the other thing, just to end this with, I'm not going to do a whole Vape Fest thing, because you know that I'm involved with Vape Fest anyway. But if it hasn't been posted on the groups that you're in, just post a thing about Vape Fest, because it is. Last year when we did what was our favourite vape show of the year, it won. Because it really is. It's fantastic. I like Vape Jam. I really like Expo as well. I have a great time. But Vape Fest for me is about seeing everybody you already know, and meeting new people, and going out with this lot on Miscreants on Fridays.
And the raffle looks epic.
Going to be massive. If you go and check out the prize list, which is on the UK Vape Fest website, you'll see the prices are unbelievable. And not only that, you get a dickhead doing the raffle, calling the raffle. This dickhead. Live.
Can you guarantee stuff?
You can I guarantee stuff. Guarantee.
So, if you weren't going,
Craig,
go.
Hello?
Go. You're off. Oh, sorry, yeah, free parking, free tickets, free entry.
I'd only got one thing to say, really, which was that I spoke to Christian in the week, and Christian really wants to meet Mark in Paris.
Oh, yeah, I was talking to him earlier on as well.
For a festival, or just wants to meet Mark in Paris?
He just wants to meet Mark. When Mark goes over to Paris, Christian was going, yeah, but he'll be really busy. He won't want to see me. And it's like, yes, he will. And he was like, no, he won't. He's got lots of things to do. And it's like,
look at that. And on the back it says from Christian, I secretly love you.
Ah.
No, you wouldn't like to see that.
I like the fact that Craig turned that almost into a excuse me, my mate fancies you. He's over there.
I also got some other messages about Christian and his girlfriend, which I'm definitely not going to repeat on air, but in usual Christian style, it was quite, I don't know, I think the phrase is Gallic. I think.
We're going to
anyway.
Jimmy's Thread, aren't we? Is that the idea?
Are we doing Jimmy's Thread?
I thought it was either Jimmy's Thread or the Ask Mark Anything. I thought we were going to knock out the rest of the news.
Which one do you want to do? Richard, Mark? I tell you what, Mark, you decide which punishment you'd like first.
What's the options? Walk the plank.
You've got Jimmy's Thread, which is what one thing should never have been invented or produced in the vape world. Or
I'll go with that first.
Okay, just because it eats into the clock and then the AMA isn't going to be so awkward.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, good man. Right, Richard, do you want it? Are you on it as well?
Yeah, go on. I'll set it up. So Jimmy Parker did a thread on the Facebook that went down very well. Lots of comments. It was one thing should never have been invented or produced in the vape world. This can be a device, an atty, a juice, or anything vape related. One answer per person. Straight in, we'll have a little go. We'll go around on some of these. Straight in, for example, Steve Haywood said vape spinners. He's got a point.
Agree.
Yeah, who was it? Was it Coilmaster or someone like that? They did one the way you can actually attach it to the mod.
Yeah. So
that's just the worst.
Are we doing thumbs up, thumbs down then between the four of us? Because I can feel like Phil Basardo for a minute then.
Yeah, go. I think that's not a bad idea actually.
Okay, because then we can go like that and all right, vape spinners.
Yeah, agreed on that one.
Mark.
Shocking.
Yeah. Next, Gustav Mortimer says, me, as in Gustav.
I love Gustav. So I'm going to go down then, because I like Gustav.
No, up.
No, I thought if you were agreeing, you were thumbs up. If you disagreed... Oh, yeah, good point.
Well, we all just thumb down vape spinners.
Yeah, you're right. Right, thumbs up for Gus. You're right. I'm a fucking
Thumbs up
idiot.
for Gus. I don't think I'd still be vaping if it wasn't for Gus.
No, me either. I'd have quit ages ago.
Is this Gus as in Gustav?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Gus.
Oh, thumbs up. If you've seen the size of him, fuck me. Thumbs up. I've got to go back to Portugal at some point, and Jesus.
Craig came in with a very controversial one. The 510 connector.
I get what he means. It is.
But would a standard have come in? Would everyone have their own? How would it work? Because I get what you're getting at, Craig. Have you locked up, Craig?
Yeah, I thought it was a stroke. Yeah, no, he's just
unbelievable. Unbelievable.
It just looked like he was mildly amused by what you were saying, but no, it's just frozen.
Unbelievable. This is his moment.
That was the happiest I've ever seen Craig.
He looked right.
I'm going to screenshot.
He's going to come back. Oh,
yeah.
Going to come back.
I get what he means, because the 510 connector isn't a patch on, say, the P3 connector or something like that. It's not very good, is it?
Yeah, definitely a larger connector would have made way more sense. Like 15 mil at least.
But how would it have actually played out?
It wouldn't have. You are right. You would just end up with 40 different connectors.
Yeah. So
we all know the 510 is such a weak point.
I guess we'll have to come back to that when Craig comes back. Okay. Dan Goodchild mentioned the famous Kanger press squonker thing that you mentioned earlier, Mark. What was it called? That?
The shite box or something. It was terrible.
Amazing. It's because it's one of those where, how did it get past testing?
But Kanger at that point, that was, you had August 2016 and you had all that crap going on TPD. So they rushed out a raft of mods and RTAs, and 90% of them were just shit.
I can't even remember this thing. I don't know what you mean. You pushed the RTA down.
Yes, yeah. No, you pushed. It was like a perfume bottle stuck to an RDA.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, I do remember that thing.
It just didn't work, really.
So should we go back to thumbs up, thumbs down?
Oh, thumbs down on that.
Oh, thumbs down. Yeah, big thumbs down.
Christopher Weisenschnitz, that's a guess on the surname, said any dual 18650 mod with over 150 watts. Now,
any what? Dual?
Any dual 18650 mod with over 150 watts. Now, does he mean because of the lies of...
I think he means because of the lie. But it's not...
Or does he just mean you don't need more than 150 watts?
I think it's... I'm going to say it's because of the lie, but Mooch would tell you that it's not a lie, it just won't do it for very long. Like 30 seconds.
It's not just that, though. If you get a PWM regulated mod, it can do it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
it's just shit vape.
So I'm gonna have to go thumbs up then, because it's not quite true.
Yeah, no, I'm happy with you don't need to go up to that wattage to enjoy the mod.
I don't use 100. I don't use over 100.
I don't think I could thumb down the Sageli Fu Chai, and that's what I'd be doing.
Yeah.
Twice because he's a twat.
Goddamn fucking motherfucking fuck of a fucking thing. Right, where is it? That one there. Right. Rick sent me a message going, John's been presented for the last 5 minutes, and I'm like, well, I can't do anything. I've got no fucking internet.
We stalled a bit. You left right on your own one.
Did I?
So you
Go
said
back to
in
it.
this comment things that never should have been invented in vaping. You said
510.
the 510 connector.
And what
Explain
happened?
yourself.
Explain myself. I just think that I really don't know if it's something that we kind of should have stuck with, and it was. I know it became like the de facto standard just because everything kind of used it, but I sometimes wonder whether there's got to be a better way of doing it than a 510, just for max. And for,
I don't know if new vapors even just to like quickly just give you really the brief history of the 510 is that the 510 comes from a cigar-like. That's why it's the size it is. So anybody could like thinking, oh, they came up with this and did it, and it because nobody thought there was going to be a 22 mil atomizer or a 25 or whatever.
We mean that.
Yeah, a bit. Yeah, it was never that was a cartomizer on a cigarette on a a cigarette light, not a. Well, it's never meant for a 22.
It's too small, isn't it? Like for the modern thing.
But if it's going to break, it's going to break.
I don't know what I'm not proposing a solution. I just think it's something that I kind of think that I wish we'd have got something else really, just for all of the other problems associated with it. I mean, it's how people implement it as well. You can go from stuff like I don't know if I can't remember if the Derringer was one that was quite a small one. There were quite a few Atties that have got ones which are less than 4 mil. Then you've got other ones like the Aeolus and the Aeolus V2, the Light, the Pro, which have got ones which will break mods. And
because they're too long.
Because they're too long, and you think, look, if they needed something that was going to be that you were able to, it was either right or it didn't work. There was no play. There was no, oh, well, just make it longer so it makes a good connection type stuff or any of that kind of thing. It just seems like it's something that.
It's a shame it wasn't.
It doesn't help.
It's worth pointing out that the 510 wasn't the only one. I mean, no. Gary's just pointed out there in chat, that back in the day there was a lot of other connectors as well. 510 was just the one that came out as the default.
Yeah. So, what do you think, Mark?
Yeah, I don't have an issue with it. I get vapor out of my tanks, so yeah. If you're going to go around wiggling your mod by your tank like that and it breaks, then tough shit, you're an arsehole. It works. Yeah, these things could always be improved, but as you guys said, you end up with 5 different types of connectors, and then what a world of hurt that would be.
I'm not saying the tolerances on the 510s have got way better. I mean, go back 3 years, and it was normal to screw something on and go, oh fuck, and there'd be a gap, and then go, shit, it won't connect. And that was quite normal, but now it's infrequent that happens. I will say.
Even now, you still get 510s are all different lengths. There's no standardization. I mean, that's another thing that Allstar 7. I mean, it's only about 4.8 mil. In depth, the 510, and these days you've got all these kind of competition RTAs and RDAs with really long 510s on them that just will not sit flush in this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just think it was something that was kind of So anyway, next.
Yeah. It's a shame it's not a 510 where it's 510 long, 510
I'll give it a
wide.
middle one. I'm not going to give you that.
Okay. Go on, Richard.
David Flitsu says hard to squeeze bottles. Ashley Mayer says vape bans or fanny bans, as Mark calls
fanny bans.
I don't give a shit because I just throw it in the bin. If you give me one and go, oh, I've got a couple of vape bans, I'll be really polite and say, oh, cheers, mate. And then like 2 seconds later, I'll leave them on the table. I'll never put them on anything ever.
Bryn's got a good one. Juice control. Where do we stand on that?
Sack it.
I don't think I've ever used it. I had an Atty that I've bothered ever using it.
Sack it.
I quite like juice on and off, but I don't like juice control.
Off? I don't mind off, yeah. Because if you're going on a flight, you can just shut it down and then you're fine.
I think it's just an added complexity that ends up making something twitchy.
No, I think it's a requirement. When you've got people that are vaping heavy PG, some people are vaping heavy VG, just control is a necessity, I think. Yeah. Or it's
I'm going that way.
Nice to have. You've got a hat on. Who gives a fuck what you think?
Yeah, and you look like Bob from what was it, Fight Club? That was it, wasn't it?
I should never have said that.
Yeah, his name was Robert Paulson. His name was Mark Todd. So, yeah, down.
Covering my moves now.
We're split on that then a bit.
Okay,
but all the good ones, I guess we are a bit. Mark Todd chipped in, but I don't know what he meant, because he just put a picture of 6 batteries with an AV logo. Go on, Mark. What were you on about? Just them in general, Avid Life.
Just that was nothing. It was just a joke.
Avid Vapor.
Oh, he means AV. I think he means AV in general. I think he's going back to chuff and
the
air pressure.
venting, the 30 psi.
Yeah, that's how I first found you, Mark. That was the reason why I found you on the internet. That because
is it really?
Yeah, because
the PS.
I started watching Plumes. First of all, I'm going to do this on Monday night as well. I started watching Plumes. I got to the one with Chuff and the whole thing off the back of AV and the Manhattan and that. Then I went and found the video that Chuff did where he said, I watched Mark's review and I kind of I think this is not right and kind of stuff. So I went and watched Mark's original video because there was a bit of drama attached to it and everything else. And then I started watching Mark's reviews. And then that was it. Then it was I kind of went this strange course through them all. But I remember all of the videos in the order I watched them. Yeah.
Yeah, they were a set of twats. They're still going though, aren't they? In a different brand.
Yeah.
Chandler from the vaguely vaping related podcast says ridiculously long drip tips.
Gooseneck for the win.
Oh, but some people like them, don't they?
Yeah.
What's the longest drip tip you've got? I've got one. That's what killed Grandma.
It's probably about the same length.
What's Grandma?
No, my penis and strip tip.
I've not got that.
If you have to explain it, that is the longest drip tip I own.
Hang on. Oh yeah, about the same.
That's a beast. I'm going to put it on something.
What were you thinking?
What do you mean?
What were you thinking?
I didn't mind. My game was a job lot from Frank. Look at that. Look at that. That's a sophisticated vape, that.
I still use this.
Colder than death.
I tell you when I use this. I use this when I've got a flooded tank. So I don't get spit back.
Yeah, you'll never get spit back. You might get it next week when it's over.
Because the capacity of the actual drip tip is more than the tank it's sitting on.
I just suck it out.
Yeah.
Did any of you have a goose?
I didn't have a gooseneck. Was the gooseneck? Oh yeah, it was drip tip. Yeah,
it was an American thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was just like it was just a really it was the biggest drip tip in the world.
First one I ever saw one on was the first. Do you remember the original Darwin?
Yes.
That was the first time I ever saw one of those. I think Nick had it.
Yes, he did.
I think Nick had a gooseneck on a Darwin. I've been watching you lot for so long, and now I can sit and drink tea with you. Beer.
Gary Herring correctly points out TPD.
Yeah. Yeah. TP.
Mark Walby along the same lines.
I'm going to do that.
Along the same lines, tobacco product boils my piss. The fact it's classified as a tobacco product.
Someone just messaged me, but I won't name them because I'm going to talk to someone else to show about it as well. But it's about the TPD and stuff. If I'm going to get any shit for this, fuck it. You know me, I don't really care. if you're British and you make atomizers, fucking, you know what the rules are. They're set down. I don't know why the fuck people aren't. Why the fuck there aren't more? I really don't. You're British. Go and do it. Fucking bollocks. But whatever.
Oh, I'll take. Carry on.
Next. No,
I said.
Okay.
I said TC.
Temperature control. I don't mind it on drippers. Yeah, I don't mind it on drippers, but I don't get it in tanks and shit.
That's it.
TC. Where do you stand on TC, Mark?
Where do you reckon he stands?
I just don't get it. I just don't get. I think in the theory and the principle and all the rest of it, if it worked completely as advertised, then I would be all for it. But there's too much faff, and I don't. Yeah, I don't get because cotton burn. Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe I've got this all wrong, but cotton burns at a certain temperature.
Yes.
So why is it that people that vape in TC say, "Oh, I've got this at 540 degrees Fahrenheit," but why? It's going to burn out because you've got the temperature so high. So that defeats the purpose of having TC, does it not?
I think.
A
I think for anybody watching who doesn't know what TC, TC effectively was sort of invented because part of the law, and this is the way I understand it. Please interrupt me if I'm completely wrong, because well, I probably am. But from what I remember, it was sort of created because there was a worry about cotton burning, and that would cause you to inhale carcinogens. And they thought that there was going to be legislation against this in the US. And that was why TC was invented.
Kind of.
It's why I don't think that's the case. Which is why would they let you set it above 460 degrees then?
No. It's not arguing whether it's the case. I'm arguing whether it was why it was created.
That was
what I remember.
Yeah.
Dr. Fasilianos had done a paper about temperatures, and he'd shown it to evolve, and it was quite damning about certain temperatures and what happens at certain temperatures. And this was Evolve's reaction to seeing that, and they knew that the paper would be released about the same time as the DNA 40.
I spoke to Brandon for quite a while at Expo when he showed me the graphs that showed the rise in certain chemicals that were above a certain temperature, which was about 460 degrees, and there was a big ramp up. When it hit about 470, 408, about 475, I think, it got to the point where it was more than tobacco for a particular chemical that was inside of that was being emitted. I don't get it because, as I explained in one of the threads not long ago, it's an average of the whole coil. Now, if you fire a coil, it heats up in the middle before the outside because the coil is heating the other parts of the coil, which means if it's an average, it's going to be hotter in the middle and colder in the outside, but the overall average will be your 440 or 450 or 460. But the center of the coil might be 500, but the outside might be 410.
To answer sort of like Mark's query on it as well, that's exactly the same problem with setting a temperature, because you've got the amount of juice on the wick and the airflow involved, and that's why you sort of have to adjust it to whatever you're comfortable with. The only practical use I've had for it was when I first started squonking, and I quite liked having a safety net.
That was what
I felt the vape
like that.
I knew to squonk. Yeah. But that's the only sort of practical use I've got out of it.
Anyway, thumbs up, thumbs down.
Thumbs down, TC.
Yeah, it's gonna have to get it.
Cool. Next.
Dean Feeney mentioned huge wide bore drip tips that narrow down to a standard 510.
It's fairly fucking pointless, yeah.
It is fairly fine. It can look good though.
No, I'll go thumbs up in that one actually.
Yeah, the thing that's making me think that is the Serpent SMM, because I quite like the way it looks, but I only need a 510.
I really wish Mastic got one just so he could go SMM.
Someone was telling me today there is an atomizer being released shortly, and they were convinced that the way that it was going to be, the flavour was going to be vastly improved. It uses a pre-made coil, but the flavour is going to be vastly improved because the air twists as it goes through the middle of the coil. And you think, oh, how long have we been doing this? For fuck's sake!
Cyclonic for the win. Yeah.
Suck my God.
I've got a new Hoover, by the way. One sec.
I didn't see that coming. Did you?
Go next.
No.
Next, Richard. Next. Just do it while he's not here.
You bought a clone.
Yeah, take a vape in that, man.
Oh shit! It's 70 minutes past 10, and we haven't done what's in Craig's drawers.
Yeah.
No,
Well, I
it's
think what's
a
the case,
lithium.
George?
A lithium Hoover. It's powered by lipos.
Never mind that. What's in your drawers?
What's in fucking hell? Wouldn't you like to
Well,
know?
so George, okay, first one in chat. Wait there. We're going to
First
get a
person in
draw
chat.
from chat.
We've got
draw,
right,
please, chat.
okay, right. Just to let them know, it needs to be the second or the third row, and it's the draws 1 to 5 in the second and the third row.
Second and third, 1 to 5. Second
Craig,
and
I'm
third.
pretty sure that chair's not usually in the background.
First
That
row,
chair.
third drawer.
No, second or third. You're stupid.
Sorry, Rob.
So,
Someone said you're stupid.
yeah, you're stupid. Third right, third down from Earl Grey.
Well, I can't hear you because I've not got my headphones on.
Right. So what have you gone for?
Third down.
No, I've picked one. The two, right.
Which, for the record, which one did you pick?
I picked the first one that I got stuff in it because I did tell you, and the third one across, like Mark said. So you kind of picked that one.
Right.
I've got a fucking hell, is this thing again? Corolla, the
SXK Corolla.
The SXK Corolla, one of those.
What did you make of it?
A bit crap. It's all right.
How old is it?
It'll be about
12 months.
Yeah, about 12 months old now. The
12
SX
months.
Corolla.
It was hailed as the budget mouth to lung win, wasn't it?
It was, yeah, it was a lot of people liked it because it was around the time of the Nectar, and it's got a very, very Nectar-esque deck on it.
Now, I have a question for you. Do you think that you could take any Atty from over a year ago, drill the holes out, remarket it, and make it out to be the next best thing?
Yeah.
I think a lot of people have done that.
Every day. Every week. I think we're going to have to go with 2 more from that thread, Richard.
Yep. A couple of quick ones would be Bluetooth in mods. I can't disagree with that.
Oh, I'm going.
A fan in your RDA.
No, get fucked. Yeah, that can go.
Glass dripper bottles. Who said that?
No,
Yeah, fuck that.
Tony.
I hate glass dripper
I
bottles.
don't care really.
I hate
Oh, come on, that was
shit. Yeah,
the
squeeze.
buff premium liquid. It wasn't a premium juice unless it came in a glass bottle back in the day.
Ah,
Back in the day. Last week.
Remember when Mrs. Lords came out and it was like, it's in a glass bottle. Oh my God. That was
And then
awesome.
you tasted it.
Yeah, and then I tasted it. Sorry.
Last one then. Last one. Last one. I don't think we're going to be split on this either. But Foo from Plumes says cash prizes for cloud comps.
It's not a
Their own,
sport.
but
To be fair though,
It's not
you get to see
sport.
cloud gate. You get to see cloud gazers at cloud comps.
yeah.
Okay. People have trained their lungs. That's very funny.
Right.
go.
It is time. It is time for
Right.
Ask Mark
I think,
Anything.
I asked Mark anything. Yeah.
Didn't make a jingle, did we?
That's not getting
Mark anything. Ask him anything you want.
Take it on, Craig. Set us off.
Oh God, where am I? Again, I've got. Oh fuck. Hold on. Let me find. Where's Mark's?
I'll start you off an
Facebook.
easy one, Mark. What's next
Go
for
on.
review?
What's next for review?
Yes.
The next 3 things that were supposed to be for review are no longer for review because they're broken or shit. I think it may. It might be the Neo by 67. Is it 67? Sorry. Yeah, 67. 3D Squonker. That.
Nice.
Very nice.
Which I'm having major problems with.
Oh, that's not good.
No, I can't find anything wrong with it.
Oh, right.
It's really good. Can I have a joker? Can I pull a joker out so that I don't have to answer one?
You can pass on 2.
You can pass on. I think you can pass on as many as you want.
Yeah, you can square them out of as many as you want. But if you want an official pass, just
Right, go for it.
I'll start off. Shall I do one, Craig?
Yeah, go on then. You do. I'll do one. Yeah.
Heath Morgan says dream car. Just a Lexus, isn't it?
Rover 75.
Dream car.
It would be a 70s Aston Martin or a TR6.
Ooh. The Bond Aston.
No, that later than that. The 70s, early 80s, when they were really ostentatious and just muscly, beefy, silly things.
Yep, very nice.
Pink or brown?
Both.
Right, go on, Richard, John, or whoever.
John, I'm getting a carry on. I'll take it.
Look at that, he's texting Ollie.
Right, this is quite a good one. Peter Daly, tank or squonk? I'm going to narrow it. RDTA or squonk?
Squonk.
No question.
Yeah. No question. Yeah, squonk.
What's the best mod anatomizer you've ever had?
I'm going to give you a default reviewer answer.
They're all good.
No, it just changes. You know, something that could come in. Best mod.
Nada and what mod?
Nada and yeah.
I can't actually answer that because there's 30 tanks and ATIs that sit here now, and I could say all of them are awesome. That's all I've got for you, really.
Pick one.
If this shed was to go up in flames and I was to run out the door, I would take my Narda. That would be my ATI. Yeah.
I think we're going to skip a few.
Go on then, John.
I'm going to go with Rhys Evans. You've been given the opportunity to create a 30-minute TV show. Fine. What is it called, and what's the premise?
Monkey tennis.
I quite like it. Yeah.
That reminds me of The Office, you know, when he's getting sacked and his boss reads out that what is upstairs, downstairs. It's the David Brent hosted.
Yeah, I think I would get them.
You don't have to be in it.
No, I would get teammates together, and I would probably do a vape show. Yeah, I think I'd do a vape show where we just swear a lot. Eat live. We have to eat live a lot.
No one's gonna fucking watch that.
Yeah, and also promote my own company a lot at the same time.
I tried that. I tried that with just nick.co.uk and Rick tried it with modmaker.co.uk. You won't get anywhere with that.
Next.
Who's next?
Ryan, go on, Craig.
No, go on.
Ryan Daw did ask best custard.
I just avoided the question. I hate that question.
My favourite custard is goose juice.
Oh, God damn it! Grants has been demoted.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh, I did watch your Grants review actually earlier today. That was, I think, January or July. Began with the J of 2012, and that means 5 years you've been on that mod.
Yeah,
I like that after the second retch on that review. You know? Just.
John Frame's done a good question. If anyone gets to that point,
Go on,
go for it. We'll go for that.
I think it's a really good question. Which old school modder would you like to see get back into the game? alive or dead.
Hopefully they're alive.
Because I'm an evil twat, I would love to see Trog come out with a modern mod.
Yeah.
I don't know. For those of you that don't know, this is a guy that invented the screwdriver, which was one of the first mechanicals.
He was a massive cartomizer enthusiast, wasn't he?
Yeah. He was a character, to say the least. But he was. I'd like to see him come back and do something good. That's what I would like. That's my answer for that one.
Okay.
Right. Right. Mark Robson says, "What mod Combo do you not have that you would really like to own?"
Honestly, there's nothing that I.
This is a man scared that someone's going to send it to.
No, I'm very lucky that I have mods that have come from people that I know. So I don't really lust after mods anymore, because if I never got another mod, I could happily just vape what I have. So I don't really lust after anything as such. I would love to see. I want to see something. The only thing that really excites me anymore is something that's different.
I totally agree.
So much.
And I even think, I quite often something comes out and people kind of knock because there can be issues, especially if someone's come up with something totally different. And I think, no, you should really embrace that, because it takes balls going out on a limb, not just doing what the other guy did slightly differently. It's just shit. What was I going to do? Oh, Star Wars or Star Trek?
Yeah,
Jimmy Parker.
Star Trek.
I quite like Warren Cash's. What was your first high-end mod?
My first high-end mod? I can't even remember the name of it now.
Andy Dawes next, Craig. Read that.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, just go for the next one.
Okay, while you think of that. Fuck, marry, kill, Craig, John and Richard. I'm taking kill, so you've got a choice of these two.
Fuck,
marry you all, fuck you all, and then kill every single one.
That was a good answer.
Marry the corpses.
Quite a good question, but you'll never answer. What piece of gear? It won't be true. What piece of gear have you pretended to like, even though you hated it?
Right, I do have one. I do have one that I was over enthusiastic about it, whilst knowing that it wasn't everything that I possibly wanted it to be. It was a steampunk mod that came from Australia, I think it was. And I saw the photos. I was so excited about it, and the guy sent it to me, and it cost an absolute fortune. And I spent the whole review going on about how it was a piece of art and how the guy put so much work into it. It's the one I'm really embarrassed about, that review. And if I could go back and change anything, that's the one that I would kick the shit out myself. And
would you have, thinking back now, do you think you would have even reviewed it? Or think you would have said?
I probably wouldn't have accepted it now. Yeah. Because normally now I ask to see deck pictures, how it was built, ask for all that information up front, and if I don't like it or think it's really bad, then I'll say no, thank you, it's not for me. But
yeah, I was just gonna point out, because a lot of people don't really. There's a lot of times. I know, even from our very small circle, somebody will offer to send you something that's nothing within the scope of anything I'd like. I won't be able to appreciate it anyway. So I just say, oh, it's really kind, but no thanks. Actually don't want to actively encourage somebody to send you something that you know is shit, because that's just a pointless thing to send you. I'm just going to murder it. So I get it. That was very honest of you, Matt. I was expecting you to do a not answering that question.
No. I mean, that's my worst review. The thing I regret the most, and then I can name all the shit reviews that the ones that I should never have done. They stick in your head. I mean, it's just one of these things.
Absolutely. Yeah,
fair play though, because you'll leave them up. So it's there for it's all there for the world to see. So it's kind of.
I think you've got it. Yeah.
Right.
Now that you're a jet set vape famous person, what has been your favourite vape event so far this year?
Stuttgart, Germany.
As far as I know, Just That Nick are exhibiting at Stuttgart next year.
Stuttgart was it was such an eye opener going abroad to another vape event, and I mentioned this once I came back, and just seeing how insular we are in the UK. There's, we get lots of RTAs and mods from other places and whatnot, but the vape market we're tiny. We are really small.
Oh, that's absolutely. Yeah.
And also seeing all the modders gallery there was an absolute pleasure. That was great. And the guy that organised the IRA was brilliant, and I got to meet MEO.
I was going to just add that as well. It's kind of like you met God.
Yeah, I met God, who turned out to be an absolute head case. But yeah, that was the highlight of the year so far.
Right, next. Has Mark ever seen Depeche Mode in concert, and has he got tickets for the latest tour?
Yes, I've been to see them a few times now, and no, I don't have tickets.
Have you done the vaping guilty pleasure question?
Go on then.
Go for it.
What's your vaping guilty pleasure?
I was going to say vaping in the bath, but no, that's not what you mean, is it? No.
Like something like a penguin or...
Well, yeah. Look, hand, doink. Yeah, there you go.
I thought you were struggling with the coils.
No, as long as I really inhale on it, it'll pull the juice in and it'll vape fine. But if you're not pulling on it like Billy-O, then it just burns the coils out.
For me, you stamped that for me when you did what I'd have done exactly the same thing as you did. When you left for Portugal, you left it.
Yeah.
At home. And that, to me, was the seal of no. Because I would have done the same. If I had something that I felt wasn't reliable enough to take with me, no.
I think it was, I reckon that they did a U-turn and it was going to be a closed system. Because if you think about it, 1 8mm tank, that's what the coil can do.
Yes, that's a good point. It's
almost like they did the coil head with that in mind. I don't know.
This is why you're a reviewer, Richard.
Yeah. Well, I thought it was great. I did about 30mm through my first coil head.
Took the wire right out of it.
Yeah,
Next.
I did have a look after it. Was a mess.
Next is...
I'm going to go with James Seawood, famous James.
Okay.
What shade of pink will your shirt be at Vape Fest?
Salmon.
A salmon.
Salmon.
Nice.
Oh.
Salmon. Yes.
Right, I'm going to ask my one because because I get to choose these things. I've said name 5 mods or RTAs that change vaping as we know it, either for good or bad. I
couldn't tell you. I honestly, I couldn't rhyme them off the top of my head. It's
K-Fun. K-Fun's one.
K-Fun, definitely.
Yeah.
The K-Fun V3, yeah. That was awesome. Also, ones that stick. That was so much of the old gear that I could prattle on about for ages.
No, go on.
Like Van's old Genesis atomizers, the iHybrid hype, all that stuff. There was the Katana, the Orion. Talk about all this stuff for hours. But I think it was a lot. Not meaning to poo all over everybody that does it now, but it just, for me, it was really a lot more exciting back then. and I'm kind of envious, because I would hope that people that coming into it now find it as exciting, seeing all these mod makers coming up with gear and whatnot. Yeah, my first Hellfire, that was amazing.
E-leaf, the E-leaf, the 20 watt E-leaf, would that go in there?
The iStick.
Yeah, the iStick, 20 watt iStick, the little tiny thing that kind of regulated vaping, kind of.
Also the Inikin 134. That was I still maintain, if a mod maker, like a boutique company, had come out with that, people would have gone apeshit over it. But because it was Chinese and Inikin, but it was so it's so different to anything else that was out. The Nautilus was, that's an institution in itself, and the coils are brilliant.
So, well, no, because I said the 0.7, they obviously knew they fucked something up, because the 0.7 works. The rest are dog shit.
Right, go on then.
Simon Blackmore says Sly Stallone or Carl Urban as Dredd.
Oh, that's a no-brainer. That's Carl Urban. That was. I've watched the latest Dredd so many times now. It's really, really good.
Yeah.
He is good. He's good because he's very wooden, isn't he?
Yeah, Netflix might be doing a series. I think there was talk of that. So, yeah, that would be good.
I was going to go back up one to Andrew Wiltz. If you could visit any city in America, what city would it be? You don't have to say St. Louis, because I live there. That's what Andy said.
I've never been to America, and
I think that's what he said. That's the whole point of the question mark. If you could visit.
Thanks, John. I'll suck on that egg for a little bit longer there.
Just move it round a bit.
Yeah, well. I'd like to go to Texas. Actually, I'd like to go to Texas.
Just to see Angsty.
See Angsty.
Yeah, no, it's just it's. I don't know. I kind of. Yeah.
Because you look slim.
There's a really good question here, though, guys.
So sorry.
I think the dingy question from Martin Vickery is inspired, even though I'm not going to read it.
Oh, okay. I'll read it. I'll read it out. Which is, what's your most irrational? No,
yeah,
I'm reading it out.
That's fine.
Oh,
no,
you mean that one?
I'll do that one.
Oh no. Okay, I'll ask Martin Vickery's other one, which is, what's your most irrational phobia?
He's not going to, Mark, I want to say, for yourself, if you're considering answering it, don't, and just say next.
Yeah, because there's something attached to this, which is, remember what happened with the giraffes.
Yeah, I don't have any, I mean, outside, well, social anxiety is not a phobia. I actually don't really have any phobias.
Yeah,
sorry.
There you go.
Yeah, fair enough.
No, I do. Tell a lie. I've been stuck in a tent with a lot of Hellfire fanboys. There you go.
That's Vape Fest.
Right. Should we warn chat that it's their turn?
Go on then, chat. Go on
in chat. If you've got a question, put hashtag in the chat. Put hashtag Ask Mark. Just to make it slightly easier to catch.
And then we'll just go.
Or just.
This is a great question. Who do you love the most, Karen or TJ?
Pass.
Wow! Wow! They're both gonna kill you.
TJ can't tell what you're saying. He could have just said Karen. A few people have sort of hinted at this shed-wise. Have you ever considered a bigger one, or has that conversation come up with the missus? Or
yeah, there was a talk. There's a patio here, and then there's another big patio down there. I was going to build a bigger one down there and make it a proper office type thing, but then, and it's been suggested about even painting inside here and all the rest of it. But I thought if I removed the actual shed environment from my reviews that my subscriber count would drop to 2. I think more people are interested in the dog and the shed than they are what I'm showing off. So that's
it's part of the package now. It's part of the package. It'd be kind of it'd ruin it really, wouldn't it?
We've got an ask Mark. Richard, did you want to read it from chat?
Oh, have we? I can't see it.
What?
Is it the Hellfire one?
What? When are you reviewing the Hellfire Mech Squonk? That's what it says.
I doubt that will ever happen. And but I still. What was the last one? Not the Phantom. What was the Squonker that was just out? They did
the Viper, not the Viper. No. Yeah.
No, that was the
no.
Oh God, I forgot the name of it.
I like the fact none of us own any of them.
Yeah,
sorry.
I mean, I had a Hellfire Squonker before, one of the first ones, and I thought it was excellent, but it was only an 18500. Yeah, unless I can pick one up second hand, or if I can send somebody into the tent at Vape Fest to pick one up, then no, it will not happen.
Right, next.
Jimmy Parker says, "What's in your top right-hand drawer?"
My top.
I think he means all the ones behind you. So the far right, I guess.
The furthest away one.
Yes, yeah.
That's boxes for mods that I keep.
How good would it have been if it wasn't real? It was just a painted set. It's not real.
It's not real. It's not real. Right, I'm asking one out of the thread, which is Big Country or Run Rig.
Oh, I saw this. Now I'm from Oban in the West Coast, and Run Rig used to come to Oban every New Year, and I never went because I thought they were shit.
Understand the question? What the fuck are you on about?
Oh God! Oh my God, John.
What is it? Music?
Yeah.
No, I'm not very good at this stuff.
Never. Oh, God damn it!
I've never heard of any of that.
Oh, Mark, what do we do?
Yeah, mute them. Anyway, the Big Country, because Gus said that Restless Natives was a film, and the Big Country soundtrack that was fantastic. Thoroughly recommend it. Thoroughly recommend.
Right. Go on. Who's doing the chat one?
Somebody said in chat, by the way, the Squonker you were trying to name was Venom.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much.
John Malcolm in chat said, what have you been 3D printing?
Bugger all, John. I should never have sold you my old one. I got a new auto bed leveling sensor for it. I updated the firmware and I haven't touched it in about 3 weeks because I've just been busy with work.
Right, question from Gary Dibley. What's the best combo you have ever vaped and why? I'm guessing the Nada is one part of that.
That kind of changes because back
we've had that. That's the same question as from earlier.
Yeah,
the same question.
I'm going for it anyway because it changes. 5 years ago, the best combo 5 years ago was different to 4 years ago to 3 years. So I've had many combos. The one thing that I was the most excited about to get would be the Illuminati iHybrid. That would be the one that was the biggest thing I ever got.
Right, that's the one. Next.
I quite liked Foxy. Mark, can you do a Wigan accent as well as John?
John's accents are all Indian, aren't they?
I want to hear a Wigan accent from Mark.
I can't do accents. I can't do accents.
First ever car has been asked.
First ever car was a Mark
II
Escort 1600 Sport.
Blimey.
And the shirt to go with it.
Didn't start off with like a little 1 litre.
No, it was. I hand painted it black and used
using radiator paint.
Yeah.
Radiator paint and a roller.
It was not far off it.
Right. What's the next question?
Daily Beat has been asked. So,
Yeah.
David.
So if literally you're walking down to the petrol station now, what would you grab?
At this moment in time, I would grab. I would take that because it's one of the mods that I'm testing. It's the Council of Vapor Callisto, and it's simple as hell, and it gives off a good vape.
Nice.
Yeah. Sorry, nothing exciting. Just it's probably what I would grab.
What's the weirdest, wackiest mod or ratty you've been sent to review?
Probably that Kanger Squonker. That was the weirdest, stupidest thing I've ever been sent.
Did you get a Fumi Vape knuckle duster?
No, I declined that.
Oh, classy.
Yeah, I was probably the only UK reviewer that turned that down. Yeah, sellouts. Even Damien did it.
Yeah, he did. I think.
Damien.
Yeah, I think one of his kids uses the thing at school now. Kind of.
Oh, here's a good one. Here's a good one for you to pass on, Mark. Have you ever been asked to develop / produce equipment by any individual company?
Yes.
Damn. What's your favorite takeaway?
Beef chow mein.
Ooh.
So Chinese.
Beef chow mein. Beef chow mein. Nice.
Oh, I thought you were more of a black bean kind of man.
No, I like black bean and also, God, Chris, I've forgotten the name, the peanut one. What? Satay. A beef satay.
Satay. That's good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
One from.
Well, you do like
You get Riyadh's question. It's worth it. Riyadh has asked, "How many fingers?" That's what he said.
Yeah.
He sits in that shop by himself too much.
He really does.
Too much
He
time.
really
I hope he's doing well. He did a Yeah, go and look at Alpha Vape. There you go. There's another.
Oh, that's a good. I like Mark's come up. Mark's come up with a good question. What is your proudest moment in vaping? I think we could wrap up on proudest moment in vaping.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Proudest moment in vaping is just anything that. Oh God!
Come on.
That's why I asked it.
It is actually the. Sorry, I know this sounds pish and it's nothing exciting, but anything that's raises money for charity. Sorry.
I understand that.
How much have you raised so far? Just, and this is not so you can say this is how much I've raised. Look at me, type virtue signaling. It's literally just you've raised a footload, mate. So yeah, how much is it now?
The people that contribute to the charities that I choose have raised, not me.
Yeah.
Raised,
well said.
About £45,000.
Fucking hell.
Fuck.
So that's incredible.
That's amazing.
Exist without you. So I think it's incredible.
That's nuts.
It's amazing.
So I mean, I'm not professional. I'm not any of these things, but and some people watch my videos. But yeah, that's the one thing that I'm the proudest of.
Fantastic.
I think that's about it, isn't it?
Thanks.
Yes, I think that is the perfect end.
And it's 1 hour and 50 minutes.
Can I ask a question? Can I ask a question?
You can ask as many as you like.
Right. Craig, what is the favourite review of mine that you have ever watched?
It's going to be the K1 Lite because I watched it. I watched that K1 Lite video.
I already know what mine
25 times I must have watched it because I was sat there and I wanted to get it dead right. And you know what it's like when you first do the, I've got this thing in front of me and it's completely fucking alien. And I've heard these stories in the back of my head of the thing can go so badly wrong if you don't get it right. And I've got to get the bunny ears dead right and everything else. And I watch your video for the K1 Lite over and over. I reckon half of the views on that video are probably mine.
I was convinced you were going to say I've never seen any of your reviews.
No. I've got. You've done a review of them,
which you should definitely. If you're crazy and you've never watched Mark before, I'm going to go with two favourite. One of them's an atomizer and one of them's an e-liquid, which will if you do watch Mark, you'll know exactly what it is straight away because Mark doesn't review e-liquid. So number one is an atomizer, which is your review of the Clockworks RDA, which is, I mean, what, 4 years ago?
Which RDA?
Clockworks.
Honestly, go back and find it. It looks like I fucking made it. It looks like an old bit of film canister with a couple of bits of metal jammed in it and a rubber bung at the top. It is an absolute. Right at the time, it was kind of. I'm going to call it steampunk-esque to be nice, right? But I will say it was cutting edge at the time because people just didn't. There was no drippers, nothing, right? This is just a piece of silica with some nichrome wrapped around it that marked it. I remember watching it and thinking, what in the fuck is this? And I've gone back and watched it. But the review, yours that I've watched the most, and it's well worth it if you've never seen it, is to go back and find Mark's review of Fluid, the destroying, incredibly strong e-liquid that Mark reviews, which is one of the funniest fucking things I've ever seen. Watching Mark choke to death on this like luminous green e-liquid.
That was some strange. That was amazing stuff.
It was your drag. It was the drag and your face, which was, it's all right. He kind of takes the drag and goes, and then he has a little face like, I don't know what they're on about. And then he goes, and he dies. So,
Richard? There's a few again. The Nemesis clone was good.
Yeah, brilliant.
But one that I don't think it was a review, but when you signed off and you did the clip of you leaving the shed.
Oh God,
looking quite wistful.
Which number retirement was that?
I don't know. There's a tear in my eye though, watching you shut that shed door.
Yeah.
I've only retired 3 times.
Oh, 3 times. Okay.
3 times.
A bit like Craig though. The one I've watched again and again was actually the Axis mod, anti-meridium.
Oh yeah,
that was my unicorn for so long, and I got one second hand, and it took about a week to arrive. I must have watched that review like 4 times, 5 times in that week, waiting for it. But no, that was and you liked it. You liked it as well, and it was good mod, and it was just enjoying sort of watching it, waiting for it to arrive.
So I'm going to ask you the same thing then, Mark. I'm going to ask you the same question. What's the one review that you kind of think is, I got that so right, and that you're proudest?
There's no way. You know, but we all know Mark off camera, and there's no way he's watched it. There's no way.
Yeah, he is. I bet there is. I bet there's one moment he thinks, that review got it right. I got everything right.
I'm going to guarantee it. Go, Mark.
I record my video. I put it on the computer. I edit it. I upload it. I don't watch it back after editing it. I upload it, and I never watch it again.
Craig, what's this? You know the man. You fucking.
No, there's got to. I mean, there's one way you. There's one way you think I've hit all of the points on that. I'm very, very happy with that.
Never ever.
In the same way that there's one that's bad. Because what's the one?
Mark is Mark's biggest critic. There's no way he's going to watch it.
Because he'll know the one which is the worst one of the lot, and we have to mention it every time.
Okay, but Craig, the same question back at you. What's your favourite Idol Ocha?
Oh,
You've
God,
never watched it?
No.
No, you will watch it back.
I haven't.
We adore it, but we've never watched it back. Too fucking long. Right, on that note, so it's too long. We're nearly at 2 hours.
Bombshell.
Yay!
Mark, thank you very, very much for joining us tonight. You've been fantastic as always.
Thank you.
We're going to see you in a couple of 3 weeks' time. You're going to be at Vape Fest, and we'll see you there.
Yeah.
For a coffee in the pub.
It is the best part of vaping. is actually the social thing.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And I'm so it's my biggest regret over the years that it took me 4 years of doing this before I actually went to events.
Don't regret that though, because at the same time you've got that thing which is you've got 4 years worth of emotion came out in one moment in time, so you're not tired. You weren't tired of it, you weren't jaded by it. You came in and it was like, this is it. You're
not expoed out.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't do it. Expos as a fool. I couldn't do that again.
We are knackered. Right, as we go,
Anyway.
we're finishing on this note. Right. Good night, everybody. Thank you very much for watching the Ideal Home Show. We're going to be back. Oh, see you next Thursday.
Hey!
See you next Thursday. You've got to do it, John. Craig, you've got to log us off.
I've got a control button, so I've got to go like that.
Been ages.
I'm just gonna leave it live now for.
See you next Thursday.